Greetings, friends, and welcome to another episode of The Mistake Zone. My name is Jaren Wade. Joining me, as always, one of my best friends in the whole wide world, Matt Alba. Hey, Matt.
Yo.
As a member of the Pratt house, which Chris Pratt role would play yourself in the Mistake Zone movie?
I mean, role. Okay. I guess I just gotta go with Chris Pratt himself playing me in the movie.
Okay. Matt, we're also joined by another member of the Pratt house, Rakush. Hey, Rakush.
What up, Jaren?
Which Chris Pratt role or character would play you in a movie?
Spoiler alert, Chris Pratt is Bayonetta.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good pull.
Yeah, that's happening.
That's a pretty good pull.
I could hear how tilted all of you guys got with me saying that.
And also joining us this week, the final member of the Pratt house, Mark. Hey, Mark.
Hello.
Have to ask, which Chris Pratt character would play you in a movie?
I would say Andy from Parks and Rec, Chris Pratt.
That's a good pull. That's a good pull. And also joining us for a full house here in the Mistake Zone, not part of the Pratt house, but part of the One Day Silent Hill F Spoilercast Part 2 club, Julian. Hey, Julian.
Hey.
What are your thoughts on the current state of video games?
Not enough Chris Pratt?
He's right.
Good.
He's
That's
right.
good.
True.
I mean, when the man's right, the man's right.
Has he voiced in video games? Has he done like actual video games or no?
No, he's too big for that.
Yeah.
Boys, as the Mistake Zone as a whole, joined by the full Pratt House squad here, who have done 2 episodes of Smasher Pratt. For the record, Rakush, are we a Chris Pratt apologist podcast, or are we doing this for entertainment purposes only?
We can be more than one thing, Jaren. We're a multifaceted podcast.
We're not a monolith, Jaren.
I don't know if you read the Mistake Zone contracts. I'm pretty sure that was stated in big bold letters, but no one really reads past page 4. Don't read page 5. That's where things get really... If you guys tune in next week and you're replaced, don't be surprised. But that's neither here or there.
Do you guys think that in the next Mario game, Chris Pratt would have a cameo role in it?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I think
I
he's
don't
too
see
high
it.
profile for
Yeah, I agree.
to be in the video game. Yeah.
Maybe there will be like a created character that shares a name or like a variation of the name or something. But Chris Pratt himself might not be in the game.
Oh. Okay.
It might be like Chris Rat, and like it'll be a rat.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I see that.
I see that. Okay.
Nintendo tends to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say there was going to be a 4th, or would it be 3rd Mario brother in Chris? And no relation to the Pratt, but just name Chris with a big C on his hat. Maybe that's as far as we'll go. But yep, this is a full house here in the Saturday Morning Arcade Clubhouse, the Mistake Zone, with our powers combined. But, last week we started with, just our impressions of Summer Games Fest, of the Sony State of Play. And, of course, there were 2 big topics there that, unfortunately, Mark and Rakush weren't able to kind of give their thoughts on that I was personally curious about. So, turning to Mark, have to ask... Street Fighter 6, we got the new season, the new 4 characters, one in a new Filipino princess for us to play as, and Tifa, as well as someone from World Tour and Arjun as well. Mark, what are your thoughts on the latest Street Fighter season?
I mean, I was pretty happy with it. I guess the only thing that I was kind of confused with was there was no returning character, which I thought there would be at least one. And I mean, I don't know. And I'd love to see how all the characters play. And Tifa is pretty cool. She's been rumored to be on there, so I'm pretty hyped for that. But I'm surprised we didn't get a returning character. I'm pretty sure Vega's not in the game yet.
Yep.
And
Vega's,
I don't know who else.
The rumor prior to, oh no, I told Julian and Matt this last week. Going into Summer Game Fest, I think the most prevalent rumor was going to be Tifa, Vega, Hagar, and Goken. So
Okay.
just to see it, a complete 180 with all 3 new characters plus Tifa, I think that was pretty jarring as well.
Yeah.
But are you excited for these characters overall, Mark, even if they aren't returning characters?
I think I'm more excited for, was it Yasmin? Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Yasmin and Arjun?
Yep.
Bosch, I don't know. I mean, like, he's already in World 2. I already know what kind of character he is. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what kind of moveset they give him, but I'm less enthused about him. Like, I thought, I think he should have been the returning character, or at least another brand new original. I don't know. Maybe like playing through World 2, I just didn't care for Bosch to begin with, but yeah, and with Tifa, it's I'm pretty hyped about her being in there, even though FF7 isn't really my favorite FF game.
Yeah, I know you being a big Tekken guy, Mark. You're heartbroken, but at least she's here somewhere.
Oh yeah, very 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 heartbroken. I don't know. I think she'd be really great in the Tekken game, but I think just being on a 2D plane would be good for the character too. Like, she has a lot of flashy moves that they can show off in Street Fighter. That would, I think, work as a character.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, yep. Yasmin coming soon. And, of course, Rakush. Big news kind of coming out of Summer Games Fest. We have to know your take.
Look at me, y'all. I'm Tupac.
Rakush, Densha Attack was delayed a month. What does that do to your confidence in the game?
Only adds more confidence, Jaren. Here at the Culinary Ass War Studios, we make sure that we polish our games before sending it out. So no concern whatsoever.
Are you excited for that one, Rakush?
Yeah, sure.
Glowing review.
Wow.
Glowing review.
After your spiel about confidence.
Yeah, put it out, I guess.
Oh man.
See, you can't ask me more than one question about the games I've picked. I start crumbling the moment you follow up on things.
So are you Tupac, Rakush?
Listen, honestly, as I was watching that, the first thought that went through my mind was, I want them to go all in on the ridiculousness and get Anthony Mackie to play Tupac again like he did in that Notorious B.I.G. movie. Because just go all out bad with that whole experience. Like, I don't know how serious they're going to play this off, but give me the funniest outcomes imaginable with this. I don't know.
They didn't release the voice actor list for, or like who's playing him, right? Like a VO.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I know, like, Julian last week was asking, like, are they going to be doing like an AI voice or something for it?
Oh, are they? Yeah, do
Maybe.
you know?
I don't know.
Probably.
I hope they don't, of course. But also kind of not funny, but like interesting that like Tupac is actually the second dead guy that's been announced for this game, not the first one. So yeah, I don't know. They're doing something very curious with this game. Still excited, but very curious.
I think it's kind of unfortunate that I think in between Tupac and just the director's kind of reasoning for the inclusion, just getting past all that stuff, I feel like that has overshadowed some of the more positive impressions that the game is receiving from some of the more hands-on previews that people have been given. There have been notes about how the combat has been pretty cool and just the overall story direction they're taking it. So I don't know. I think when you have a game that speaks for itself, to kind of have the Tupac aspect for him to be paraded on stage for just something that was overall, as mentioned to Matt and Julian last week, just a bit awkward and a bit distasteful. I think it's just kind of a shame that this is what is kind of overshadowing it. But what's up?
I do have one question about this whole situation, right? Because I am curious, based on sort of like how this new trailer starts off, there's a lot of talk around sort of like a person's ethnicity, a person's sort of background and stuff. Like, there seems to be a big sort of thing about like the main character being half Japanese. If the story with a guy like Tupac, with a guy like Snoop Dogg goes down that path of like, what Tupac historically spoke about in his music and also what he spoke about in his interviews, which is unfair treatment of Black folks in America and going to a new country to find, like, potentially find equality. If they speak to stuff like that, does that make it a little bit more acceptable? And I don't have an answer for this, but that's the question I currently have lingering about this. And I'm curious once the game comes out how I'm going to feel about that.
Yeah, I think just right now it is a lot of waiting and seeing just to see how the game overall shapes up. But yeah, weird rollout right now, to say the very least. But
for sure. I also really hope they don't do any Tupac songs for this game. That answering another question that came up last week. I really hope they just
like new ones, or like you don't want to put any like old ones in. Or
old ones is fine.
Okay.
Old ones are fine. I don't really know how it would fit in. Maybe they do like a remix or something, but I'm fine without Tupac music.
Maybe more just for promos, I think. But not in. I don't see them doing it in game, or at least I hope they don't.
I can see like instrumentals, maybe.
Or maybe just like one of those like very somber sounding like 5-second jingles of like just a variation of like an old song of his.
Yeah. But so we'll find out soon enough this January. Condolences to your fantasy critic pick there, Rakush.
It's all right. I still have the biggest game of the year coming out.
That's true.
Beyond
Marvel
having 3 of the biggest games already coming out. Well, thank you. I actually have 2 big games coming out still. So
Beast of Reincarnation.
Yeah.
Total Warhammer.
3. Wow. Damn.
3 Lords of the End Times.
Huh. Shit. Listen, man. Culinary Asswords just puts out, banger after banger.
The hits keep coming. It's keep coming. Julian, as someone who is part of the Silent Hill F Spoilercast Part 2 club, why don't you believe in Silent Hill Townfall?
Because I did, and I got outbid. I did my like.
Oh, I gotta look at the histories.
I did my I shouldn't have like told everyone my strategy, and I don't even think Mark remembers it. But I was like, oh, I'm gonna put like $5 on everything. So I put $5 on it, and I was like, oh, okay, I probably should have put more.
I feel like $5 isn't going to be enough at this stretch.
It worked for me so far, except for this is the one time it didn't.
Oh man, Mark, why do you believe in Silent Hill Townfall to been more than $5?
Yeah. Actually, you for Julian, you hella got outbid on Townfall.
Yeah, like I think by like 15 or
triple.
Something. Right? Yeah, okay, triple.
I'm sorry. I did 16 because I thought whoever bid, I don't know who bid on it. I just saw that it was available. I'm like, oh, I think this will do good, like based on like other Silent Hill games. So I did 16 because I thought whoever bid on it put either 10 or 15.
And you were right.
I don't know.
Of course, we were talking about.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say we're talking about our Real Mistake Zone Fantasy Critic League. 4 new entries this week.
How the hell is Julian at first?
Mina the Hollower. Right now,
probably. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it.
And First Light came out as well. But, 4 new entries this week with Mark getting Silent Hill Townfall. Matt, it seems like you believe in Splatoon Raiders. Did the Nintendo Direct do anything for you?
I mean, it really made me want to get Splatoon Raiders. Like, I like Splatoon, and I dislike playing against people. So, I think Splatoon Raiders is actually where I might live.
Okay, it does look pretty good, but I need to be mad at Nintendo-year-olds on my team, just so there's a outlet for frustration without having to, look into myself and manage my own skill levels. So
feel.
Who knows? I also added Big Walk and Deltarune Chapter 5 to my roster as well. Honestly, Matt, I know we were kind of talking about this last week, where now that Summer Games Fest, the whole not E3 period is behind us. Not a lot of well, I guess there were a lot of games announced that we could bid on, but a lot of it was dated 2027. Were you surprised at how much 2027 games were being revealed this not E3 season?
No, I mean, like, for me, when I think about I guess E3 in general, or I guess game stuff in general, I wouldn't be surprised if they just get anything that doesn't have a hard date at that point getting pushed a year later. Regardless of what year we were in, it seems about right to me in terms of I guess marketing cycles for video games.
Right.
So I think about half around half of the games being 2027 games doesn't surprise me, especially with maybe GTA 6. Oh God, I hope not GTA 6 coming out this year just because of my fantasy critic points. Oh man. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's really coming out now.
Yeah.
Considering how many games are straight up avoiding November.
Yeah. It'd be a good goof though if it didn't.
Listen, it would be real bad for the industry.
I don't think games avoiding it confirms its release, personally.
I think games avoiding it is a very educated guess that something's happening in November.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel because publishers wouldn't have more information, would they? A Rockstar wouldn't be like, we're actually releasing it this time, guys, so you better avoid November. And then that's what pushes them. I think it's just because it's coming out, they're kind of reacting to it. But I don't think it's indicative that it will come out as much as it was, before. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
too.
they probably have more access.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably have the same amount of information that stockholders do. And that's it.
So it could still potentially be delayed. I think, but I don't know. It seems likely, but.
Yeah, I think my perspective on something like this is it's not necessarily insider information, but it's probably just through the grapevine they're hearing a bunch of things, right? I think we're treating Rockstar too much like a monolith, where it's we're assuming that people within the company aren't talking to their colleagues in other companies and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a lot of talk potentially going around with say distribution or even just printing CDs or Blu-rays or whatever it is. It's stuff like that I'm sure they would get enough information about from those kind of things to make some sort of a guess that, hey, we probably want to avoid this, right? Because
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, again, not confirmed simply because nothing is coming out in November, that is Grand Theft Auto 6. But I feel it's a level of delaying games that we haven't seen in the years past with Grand Theft Auto 6.
Nothing coming out? Don't you mean Barbie's Rewind and Godzilla remake in November?
That Godzilla remake.
Wait, what is the Godzilla remaking?
It's I'm not sure. It's a Godzilla. It was a PS2 game that's getting remade.
Man. That's a weird game to slap remake on.
It is the anniversary, isn't it? This year or next year? So.
Yeah, because make a new Godzilla. You don't think Godzilla remake.
I know, but I don't know. Maybe Godzilla games just don't sell well to begin with. So they're just let's just remake a game that people liked.
It was Destroy All Monsters Melee remastered.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a remaster though. I thought that was a new game when I saw the trailer.
But yeah, I think last time I heard about the Grand Theft Auto 6 release date, I think it was roughly a month ago when there were a few outlets reporting that I believe Take-Two just kind of reaffirmed during their most recent investor earnings call that it would come out kind of November 19th. So I think that's what though nothing publicly revealed, I think that's just also been floating around and might be enough just to push people to kind of solidify their fall plans with where we are in the year as well. But I guess we'll see next month, because July is also heavily rumored to have Rockstar start the marketing push for Grand Theft Auto 6. So only time will tell. But boys, Julian and Matt had something come to the mail this week, the new Steam controller. And Matt, I remember when we brought back this installment of the Mistake Zone, I think that's when the Steam Deck first came out. So
was it?
Yeah, I believe so. So in not necessarily a full circle moment, but new Steam hardware, new Valve hardware in at least some of our hands right now. Matt, what are your first impressions of the Steam controller?
I like it. Okay, this controller is. I don't like how this triggers feel on this controller. To be honest, they feel very light, and it makes me concerned that they're going to break them. But overall, I do like this controller. The joysticks feel weirdly smooth. It fits like pretty nicely in my hands, especially where these back buttons end up lying on how I grip the controller. I find the haptics weird on the touchpad. I don't know, something about it just feels very weird to me when it goes off. But like overall, I'm pretty pleased with the controller. I think the thing that I dislike the most about the controller is how dysfunctional it is outside of Steam.
Have you tried it on anything else, or?
Yeah, like it's okay. When I guess like I just never really considered this when I was looking at the Steam controller, but I expected the Steam controller to act like a controller outside of Steam. Like,
right.
I expected if I opened if I opened like Xenoblade Zero, which is currently I'm opening through Hoyo's client, I was expecting it to kind of just like work off the bat in there, and it didn't. Like, I had to go into like Steam's input to change a bunch of configurations to make it work properly on a desktop, and even then, like, it was still being weird about it, to the point where I just ended up adding Xenoblade Zero to launch through my Steam client, which, to be fair, Jaren, it's coming to Steam anyway, so I was going to do that anyway, but this extra step was really, really weird to me when I kind of think about it as a controller.
How about you, Julian? What are your initial thoughts with having your hands on the Steam controller?
Yeah, I mean, I was same with Matt. Like, I was surprised how well it kind of feels. Like, I think my big concern was, for some reason, I was thinking of it as like a 1-to-1 to the Steam Deck, which is kind of dumb in retrospect, but whatever. Like, I thought it would kind of feel as weighty and as bulky. But when I actually kind of got my hands on it, like, I think my big worry was when it's because it's large enough to fit the control sticks plus the kind of like the, I don't know what you really call it, those squares, the things they kind of use. Yeah, the trackpads. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought like the size of that would mean I would have to kind of like move my hand like up and down depending on what I'm using, but with the way it's kind of shaped, especially with the buttons on the back, like I was able to fine. I found that I was able to kind of like reach everything fine. So I was like, okay, like this feels nice. I've been trying to experiment with it a little because I know there's like different features that I'm like, this seems cool, but I'm like, is it something that I'm actually gonna use? Like the idea of like the grip sense in the back. So it has like a feature where you can enable either gripping the controller, like gripping the left side or the right side of the controller and letting go as like a button or like as an input. And a lot of people are using it in a way where it's like, if you do it for gyro, because a lot of people are buying it for the gyro feature. People are setting it up where like if you let go of the controller, it resets the gyro. So like a lot of people are like doing like, it's like a quick flick of the wrist so you can kind of reset the gyro. So I was kind of experimenting with it. It felt pretty good. So I was like, okay, like this is nice. But I was kind of playing with it with the Finals and Arc Raiders, both like games from the same company. And apparently I read on the Steam controller subreddit to like be careful because apparently they're reading the apparently some people are getting banned because they're reading the gyro as like a cheat. Their AI cheat thing is kind of reading it as a cheat thing, so people are getting banned on the Steam controller. So I'm like, okay, like I'm not gonna use this on that then. And I've just been playing Final Fantasy mostly, so I'm like not really fully utilizing the controller, so I'm kind of just treating it as a controller. But overall, the first impressions have been pretty positive. I think though that I knew what Matt was talking about. I knew the whole it doesn't work outside of Steam thing, but then I read a lot of like things online of people, because the original Steam controller, the one before this one, worked the same, but people kind of ended up having programs that allowed it to it kind of like forced it into like treating it like an Xbox controller outside of Steam. So I haven't actually like looked or dug too deep into like how that's if there's a program for that yet. But I play most of my games on Steam, so like it hasn't really been a problem yet. But I do play like Game Pass games too, and I know for like right now, it doesn't work on Game Pass like in any way. So like I don't know. I guess I'll have to kind of research a little bit more. So aside from that though, so far it's been pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, the unboxing experience was like weirdly good.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that good. Oh man, I kept that box.
Yeah, mine's still over there, and I like the magnetic puck. Like it is satisfying.
I do wish it was a stand though, because when I compare it to because prior to using the Steam controller, I was using the 8-bit Do Ultimate 2, which has a stand for it, and I think I like the stand functionality better than the puck functionality.
How is that controller? Because the reason I bought the Steam controller was because I've been using the same Xbox controller since like I don't know. I don't even know how old this Xbox controller is anymore. And I've been looking for new controllers, and I saw like, oh, the Steam controller is new. But then everyone also said like the 8-bit Do Ultimate 2 or whatever, the one you just mentioned, is also like a really good controller. So I'm like, should I have gotten that instead? But then I don't know, like comparison wise, what would you say?
I really, really like the 8-bit Do Ultimate 2 controller, especially since it works between PC and Switch, which is like was the big selling point for me. And like it, for me, like I've always preferred the Xbox control layout. So that is why I did like, go to that controller. And I think it's like a very solid controller. I think it's a really good controller. I mostly went to the Steam controller because I was curious about like all the functionality and stuff when you integrate it into Steam. Like especially like the button chords, which I've been using in any game that I put Steam, and I think one of my like defaults right now is if I hold R4, which is the upper back button, and I press any face button, that's just that face button but turboed. Or for like the grip sense stuff, like I've been doing the kind of thing where it's like if I just let go of my right grip and then grab back on, or like the release trigger just basically opens the map or the pause menu, whichever one isn't more easily accessible within the game through the, I guess, like start button. And kind of like having all these, I guess, like pieces of functionality within the Steam controller is like making it a little bit better for me over the 8-bit Do Ultimate. But like the Ultimate being, I guess, more universal is a very, very nice feature now that it's I noticed that it's not in the Steam controller.
Oh man, you're using like the functionality and like big brain moves. Like for me, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna do what everyone's doing. I never even considered like setting it so that if I let go of one side, like it'll open the map. Like that's such a cool that's such a cool idea.
I mean, I saw that from some other dude too, so it's not like it was my idea. But
I need to like actually dig into the functionality because there's so much, but I'm like, I don't really know how to like utilize this as much as I probably should be.
I've been thinking about like, I haven't checked this yet, but I'm sure that they have, what do you call it? Since they have keyboard controls, I'm sure that they have media controls too. So I was thinking of setting up button chords that's like, L5, which is the bottom left back button, plus like, I don't know, D-pad up is like play or pause media or something, just so I don't have to, go out of my game window if I'm listening to like a podcast or something.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna like you've inspired me. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get back into it. I'm gonna look at the controller settings. Yeah.
So that was the impressions of the Steam Deck or the Steam controller.
Sorry, Jared. Sorry to cut you off. I have one more question for Julian, because you also come from a I guess Xbox layout. Have you been hitting the left trackpad when you need to hit the D-pad, or are you smart enough to go left from the control stick? Because when I think about comparing this to like a PlayStation controller, where their, I guess, like the DualSense or the DualShock's control stick is on the left side, it is far more downward angled compared to the Steam Deck control or Steam controller, which has it weirdly very close to the Xbox layout. And I feel like I've never made that mistake when I'm playing on a PlayStation controller, but I'm making that mistake a lot when I'm playing on this controller.
I haven't found that personally, but I think like I've only kind of had a few hours with it. So this might change in the future, but so far, like, I don't know if it's my hand size or anything. Like, I don't know if it's like, it seems like it's fine where, because my main concern was for the Xbox layout, I prefer the control stick being like a little higher up as opposed to. I like them being like asynchronous, like the control sticks, as opposed to kind of like them being like linear. I prefer that, so that was my worry. But like the way this because of the size of the controller, like the left thumbstick kind of is angled similarly for me as if I would be holding an Xbox controller. So far, like I haven't really been doing any misinputs, but I don't know, that might come up like later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So Steam controller, I want to say available now, but I guess just final question.
Sort of.
Not from what you've seen, how's just the stock for this and from what you've seen the current order process? Are people getting hands on, or has Valve kind of put a limit to how many they're releasing?
I mean, it seems like they're sending them out at like an okay pace. Like, Julian, when did you actually receive yours? Do you remember?
So I know you and I reserved it around the same time, because I know like we messaged each other, I think around when we did. And I think you reserved before me, and you got your email before me, and I think based on timeline, you probably got yours before me. But I got mine like probably like a day or so after. I know some people that reserved theirs much like later, like not on the same day the reservations came out, and are still waiting.
Yeah, that's what I would have expected for a day later.
Yeah, so like people are still waiting, and like I know some people who like waited like a couple of days before reserving, and they're still kind of like waiting. So I'm not sure like what the timeline would be. But I think you and I literally reserved the moment it opened. And we got ours, what would you say, like a couple, like
2.5 weeks,
2.5 weeks ish after. Yeah. I'd say.
But I guess we were very much the opening people.
Yes. Yeah, like I was waiting, like you and I think I'm pretty sure we're waiting like on the actual like store page.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
From what I remember hearing, like the people who refreshed and they reserved before 10 a.m., like they were able to get like their confirmation at like 9:59 a.m. We're getting them about like a week before us. So I'm guessing every minute is taking up like a week. So depending on when you ordered that, you might be waiting a while.
It might be a while then for some people, depending.
But I'm guessing a bunch of people were camping that refresh button right at the first minute. So that's probably going to skew numbers in terms of the 1 week per minute thing.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, it might be like, yeah, that might it might get faster as time goes on, probably. Yeah.
So yeah, Steam controller sort of available now. Check out Valve's website and probably buy those physical gift cards if they're still in the wild. And don't use them for scams. But Rakush,
Yes.
you haven't been on the show for a minute now. What have you been up to, man?
Oh yeah,
living life, guys. Getting the release date locked down for GTA 6 at Summer Games Fest, of course. But oh man, it's summertime, enjoying that. We're, as we get older, trying to value the time off that we get as well, focusing on things outside of work. Football World Cup has started. My team is about to start their campaign in around 13 minutes as of this recording. So you guys might hear me get increasingly upset as we continue this recording. So let's see. They've been very disappointing for a solid decade. So I'm just tempered by expectations, and yet here I am.
Okay, what's the because you mentioned it, like if a team is consistently like disappointing and losing, what's the incentive to continue to cheer? What's the mindset there?
That is a question that I'm sure if most men went to therapy, therapists would ask.
Julian, I think I can provide some background. Is that it's just some hope because you just really want it to be good, and I really hope that the next time a Mario Tennis game comes out, that it'll do well on Fantasy Critic.
Okay, you know what? I'll buy
that's a
that.
good
I
one.
love a good
Yeah.
hope core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tie this into the Knicks winning the NBA title, which happened yesterday as of this recording. There is, and I'll tie it to the Raptors winning in 2019 as well, right? But like I've been thinking about this a lot over just the last sort of yesterday evening, this morning. There's a certain romanticism, a certain beauty to seeing the communal celebrations that happen with these sort of like long waits and stuff, right? Like the Knicks won an NBA title after 53 years.
Oh,
Is
damn.
New York City okay right now? I actually haven't checked on that.
It looks wonderful. New York City
man.
looks fantastic. Everybody's getting along. Everyone's on the streets. They are singing New York State of Mind as a group. They're being very New York in their unique ways from everything I've seen online, at least. It's beautiful, you know? And I think that I was talking to a friend about this earlier. Like, there's something going on with even just basketball in general over the last decade. I would say since the Cavs beat the Warriors, where like a lot of these teams' championship droughts have been ending, including Cleveland, including the Raptors, including Milwaukee, and now New York. You could kind of add Denver to that mix as well in the NBA. But the very sort of like consistent visual that you've seen coming out of all of that is a city coming together. Does that answer your question directly, Julian? No, but I think it speaks to maybe what is at the other side of the disappointment in a way that might be a once in a lifetime experience. And so you kind of like, you know, just hang around. And sure, maybe like we temper our expectations. Like the last couple of seasons of the Raptors, I really haven't watched them a lot. I watched them this season. They did great. They only played 7 games in the playoffs, but that was 7 more than I thought they were going to play this year. And so that was awesome. With the German football team, like they won in 2014 or 2016. 2014, I guess. They won. And that was a great moment for me, like, you know, as someone who's been rooting for them for most of my life. So in many ways, it's sort of like, it's not necessarily always hanging on for dear life with these teams. It's sort of like having them in the back of our minds of like when the time comes to celebrate again, like you're there to celebrate again sort of thing. And I think there's something very beautiful about those moments. I think the collective sort of celebration for me has been pretty cool to see. Despite the owner of the Knicks being a scumbag of the highest order, the players on the team, really happy for them. So yeah, sports
indeed. Mark, you're also joining us for the first time in a minute as well. What have you been up to?
Well, before I answer that, Rakush, what do you think about the Knicks being uncursed? Do you think that had anything to do with them winning?
Listen. There's a Danhausen situation. I get that. We saw an unstoppable force meet an immovable object in Game 3.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna specify what's what. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, okay.
The other side won, as in sort of like the other cursed one. So the uncursed side lost to the cursed side. So I think Danhausen got a lot to kind of like, you know, just prove next year.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Please don't curse me.
I've been okay. I'm gearing up. I'm going to Toronto this summer. I'm excited about that.
Ooh.
And before that, or like now, I'm just working on some commissions, 3D printing. I've been doing a lot of like Father's Day gifts for people. And I'm doing a few concerts in the summer, so I'm making freebies to give out as well.
Nice.
I've been making BTS Pokemon cards.
What?
Yeah. So when I went to the Twice concert in March, Someone gave me a Pokemon card, and it was like Mina was on it. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this for the BTS concert and then hand these out. So,
I see.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's really cool.
Mark, are you designing the the assets yourself, like in the software, or are you using pre-designed stuff?
I'm using templates. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm using templates that I find online, and then I'll just edit in Photoshop.
That's
however I need to.
That's cool as shit, man.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. And what else has been going on? I have this tab open on my computer to pre-order the new PS5 fight stick, but I'm like just going back and forth. I don't know if I actually want it or not, because I don't know if I trust a fully like a wireless fight stick. But it's there, it's open. It's in my cart. I think the pre-order just started on Friday, so I think the only reason why I opened it is because I thought it would sell out, but it hasn't. So
is it for Tokon? That's what you're trying to get it for?
I mean, and other fighting games too, because you can use it on the PC as well. So I have a few indie fighting games on my Steam Deck, so it'd be good to use there. Because otherwise, like right now, I have a Mad Catz one, and I started using a leverless fight stick, and it's still hard for me to get used to. But I do see the appeal.
Have you used any of 8-Bit DOS?
I haven't. No, but I hear those are okay. I don't know if there's wired options, but I hear they use good parts in them, so I should look into them.
I don't even play fighting games, and I always have those open on my computer, thinking, "Oh, maybe I should buy one of these boyos."
Yeah, I'll take a look. But other than that, I mean, same as Rakush, life is going on. Pretty boring, but
hey, I didn't say I was bored.
Occupied. No, mine's pretty boring. I know yours was fun filled.
I think you're underselling how cool the things you're doing are. Like picking up a hobby, even with like 3D printing and stuff, and doing that stuff. It's amazing. Like, I just started a few days ago, but I basically am now. I have a surplus of One Piece basic cards that I'm trying to do some of those stacked layered card thingies, dioramas as well.
I've been looking at doing that too, but I'm so I'm so bad. I get jittery, so
I also get jittery.
I don't know how well.
But here's the thing.
Doing that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm jittery as well, right? And it's less about trying to do this professionally and more about just sort of having fun with it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think I say that to say what you're doing with the 3D printing stuff as well. It's cool as shit, man. I think you're underselling how cool that stuff is. I think you're underselling you're going to concerts, you're going to Toronto. That's all great shit. So
yeah, no,
it's not boring.
I appreciate that, but I was more talking about socially here. I don't do anything, and it'd be nice to go out.
Be social is overrated.
Yeah,
fair. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I can be social when I'm there.
This is being social for us.
You should see Matt's Google Maps every month to see how social actually people are.
Oh god, I don't like getting that Google Map review. It's like, hey, you went to 4 places this month.
Is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you have to really let Google invade your privacy for that one though. So
I think you need to super opt into it now. Too,
yeah, you have to really opt into it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, how much opting in did you do?
So that's a self-inflicting thing then.
I had that on for the longest time just because it was really cool to kind of have it serve a journal of sorts. But then, yeah, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was either last year or maybe 2 years ago where I got a lot of emails where hey, you need to really opt into this and do X, Y, and Z. Where I thought, this isn't alarming at all. But Mark, you mentioned Pokemon cards, and you kind of reminded me of something where, boys, I want to bring forth a little scenario game for you. And here in the Mistake Zone, I think just me speaking personally, when I look at you guys as friends, I know you guys are all really family oriented. You guys have good relationships with your siblings. So I'm going to put a situation out there. say you're out to breakfast with your siblings, and one of your siblings brings out let's say you're with two of your siblings, and one of your siblings brings out 3 Pokemon card packs and says, hey, let's all open these together. And they offer you a pack. And then you pick one and you open up the pack. Say, Mark, say you open up your One Piece pack. Rakush, say you open up your One Piece pack. Matt, say you opened up your quintessential quintuplets pack. And Julian, say you open your Silent Hill pack. And, you're going through all the commons, you're going through the bulks. And then, lo and behold, you are holding a $500 card in your hand. Mark, how are you feeling right now?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good, but also pretty guilty if this was given to me.
Mm-hmm.
This has happened to me before, and I at the during that moment, I kind of wanted to hide the card and just show another a rare that I got, but then I did show them, and they're just like, oh my god. And then we joked about it, just okay, that's really my card, give it back. But they were pretty cool with it.
Rakush, same thing. You're opening your packs. You see that $500 card in your hand. How are you feeling in this moment?
Terrible. So whenever I do the One Piece packs, I'm doing it with a friend, and we buy those boxes, and we're splitting the booster packs, right? So whenever I get the rare card, even if it's $30, I feel terrible because then the other person didn't get it. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
think that situation makes it really bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's the fact that they are also opening it. Whereas if they had, for example, solely gifted me a pack and they weren't opening a pack themselves, I would feel less bad about it.
Right.
I think it's the fact that the person who gave it didn't get the good one is what really kills me here.
Yeah. All right. How about you, Julian? You're holding that $500 Hinako card.
I mean, I would probably just treat it if you're kind of going in on a lottery, in my opinion, because there's kind of a shared responsibility if someone gave it to me. So I don't know. I'd probably be do you want to sell it and kind of split the thing? But I know for some people it's not really about the money, more so the collecting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't really have a collector's bone in my body, so I'd be do you want to buy it off me for half the price or something?
Okay.
So Jaren, what'd you do?
Yes, Jaren, what would you do? Did that happen to you?
Yeah,
that literally happened. Remember when I said I had a family breakfast this morning, friends?
Oh man.
No, but boys, luckily I picked wrong. And it was my brother who got the $500 Greninja card.
So it's the reverse.
Yeah,
the twist.
Where, but no, it's good to know that we all have that generational Christian guilt instilled on us. And,
just wrong because I'm not even Christian.
And how? Wait, Jaren, did you buy the packs, or was it your brother who bought the packs?
No, it was my brother.
Oh, okay.
My brother took out the 3.
Okay.
Honestly, if I picked that and I opened that card, I would have been horrified. You guys know, you've known me for 20 years now. You know how horrified I would have been there. And and I'll leave it at that. But before we kind of get into, there was some more presentations. Boys, I went out the other day, and I went to the theatrical play of Paranormal Activity that is currently playing here in Toronto. And if anyone out there has a chance to kind of see this play in action, to see it live, I really do recommend it. Just the fact alone on the actual set, I think this is amazing set design. It all takes place in one house since it is a Paranormal Activity presentation, but just think of this just a normal house setting, 2 floors, and then it cut in half so you're able to look inside, and just the way they play with both floors is actually really cool in terms of the story and just overall production. And the fact it is a horror play, so there are a lot of good spooks. There are a lot of good jump scares, but I think those are more, if I had to be completely honest, I think those are more along the realm of more so cheap jump scares, where it is a lot of loud noises out of nowhere, especially when, you know, the dialogue is kind of pretty quiet, nothing's really happening, and I feel like it does rely on a lot of cheap pops like that. So if that might not be your thing, maybe I won't recommend it there. And if I also had to be honest again, I think this really it really depends where you're sitting, just because one aspect of this play is how it deals with not only the two floors, but there was actually a surprising amount of one of the story beats revolves around them talking over, you know, essentially a Zoom call. So there's a portion of dialogue, a back and forth dialogue, where one person is on a screen. And I have seen reports, just looking up reviews of the play, of people saying, I didn't really get a good view of the screen, or maybe I was too close, so I didn't really get a good view of, say, the upper floor. Or there was this portion of another television set that I didn't really get a view. So again, even as impressive as the set design is, just, I guess, be careful where you're sitting. We were kind of sitting in the upper balcony towards the middle, so we did get a good view of everything there. So that worked out for us. But just considering how much of it is focused around some of the more smaller aspects of the stage as well, I could see that being a bummer. But yeah, I was really impressed at just how spooky it would be. It was all contained to the stage, but just the fact that there are a lot of moments where you are sitting in the dark and it does feel like something can actually just creep up and happen behind you at any time was really impressive. The story was pretty well written for the most part, but although a bit generic. But yeah, Paranormal Activity, the theatrical play, if you have a chance, definitely check it out. And yeah, had fun there. We got noodles beforehand, and boys, made the mistake of wearing a white shirt and having spicy noodle soup.
No.
Oh, amateur move.
Matt, what's your take on wearing a bib in 2026?
I won't do it, Jared. I'll have dirty clothes.
Oh man, but yeah. That was Paranormal Activity, and that was me being a baby eating soup.
I have a question.
Yes.
For Paranormal Activity, were there any interactive moments during the play, like how some other plays do?
No, it was all confined to the stage, but like just sitting there with it being dark. There's all spoilers. There was always that feeling of, oh, what if just an actor appeared in one of the aisles out of nowhere?
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen. It was all confined to stage, and there was some really impressive use of staging to really amplify that uneasiness, and some really good centerpiece moments that I don't want to spoil, but like I was honestly shocked at some of the things that they pulled off. So yeah, I do recommend it. Just be wary of the jump scares if that's not your thing. But boys, we're all Nintendo-year-olds here. That's what unifies us here in the Mistake Zone. And of course, there was a Nintendo Direct last week to fill out kind of the E3 season. And Rakush, as our resident sportsman, you know I have to ask you about Nintendo Switch Sports, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I think with the new Nintendo Switch Sports Resort game, just honest question, and I wanted to get your perspective, with how prevalent and popular baseball is in Japan, are you surprised that Home Run Derby hasn't been in these games?
I mean, it was part of the original Wii Sports. Like, I'm talking when the Nintendo Wii came out, right? So I have to imagine it is a strategic exclusion, because I know Japan also has Pro Baseball Spirits that comes out on an annual basis. So I don't know why. It is an interesting thought about why baseball wouldn't be a part of this, but
they're just waiting for Mario Baseball on the not the Switch. What's this console called? Switch 2. Sorry,
Switch 2.
Was there a Mario Baseball on the Switch?
There's so they have the NPB, which is the Japanese Baseball League. They release their games regularly. I'm fairly confident that comes out on the Switch and the PS5. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. No, I'm not sure why baseball is not a part of this when it was originally a part of this, but I have to imagine there's a certain intent behind it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But we do have new additions such as skateboarding and an extensive look at thumb wrestling. Mark?
Oh, man.
What did you think of thumb wrestling and the allotted time that they allocated to it?
So I was actually talking about this with my coworker, and I was telling him how it would be funny if I recorded my reaction watching this, because I'm pretty sure when like that thumb wrestling thing came on, like I think my jaw dropped, but not in a good way. like it was just so weird to me, but at the same time, like I can see how it'd be fun for my nephews who love the Wii Sports games from before the Switch Sports games, and it'd be fun in a multiplayer setting. Like I can see how the ridiculousness of it all would be hilarious to people, but I don't know. I didn't care for it. I don't really care for these Switch Sports games, but I see the appeal. Like it's not for me, but I'm sure there's a a huge audience for it. Actually, is this actually
I'm the audience for it, Mark?
Is this game only for Switch 2? Like, is it a Switch 2 exclusive, or is it for both Switch and Switch?
I believe
2?
it's a Switch 2 exclusive
Yeah, I
because of the
believe
so.
skateboarding.
Okay.
Yeah, exclusive.
Okay.
The skateboarding
okay.
uses the mouse controls,
I see.
which threw me off.
Okay.
That seems
Makes
kind of
sense.
cool. Mm-hmm.
Matt, as someone who's waiting for the glory days of Mario Tennis, how does Nintendo Sports or Switch Sports Resort getting such the spotlight feel to you?
I mean, I'm not surprised. And, Jared, I'm also a fan of Switch Sports Resort. So, maybe I think I'm
Okay.
going to buy this, to be honest.
It honestly, there's something appealing about it, and Matt, realistically, is this the closest we're going to get to Wave Race in 2026?
Oh, probably. I don't think that series is ever going to come back.
You hate to see it. But Julian, during the Nintendo Direct, we got to see Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen, and Dark Arisen never is this a brand new game, or Matt, Julian, what's the deal with this title?
The Dark Arisen is usually like their complete edition-ish kind of situation. Like Dragon's Dogma 1, Dark Arisen is kind of like it had that DLC. That usually takes place after the story. I think I might finally jump into. I haven't jumped into Dragon's Dogma 2 because I heard some pretty like bad stuff when it came to like how it runs and stuff. And how it kind of felt incomplete, but I'm hoping the DLC for Dark Arisen kind of like makes it a bit more rounded out. Yeah, so I might finally check that out because I did like Dragon's Dogma. Like I really like the story of Dragon's Dogma. And I heard the story for 2 is pretty good as well, but I haven't actually played it, so might be the time.
It's weird to me that they decided to call it Dark Arisen 2, because I feel like when I initially saw that title, I thought, oh, they brought Dark Arisen 1 to Switch 2 for some reason, and I feel like this is veering really, really hard towards a Wii U naming situation.
Yeah, I think it's just like a naming convention for because that's what they called their complete edition. So I think I unfortunately they're probably just stuck with it because I'm not sure it'll make. Again, I didn't play Dragon's Dogma 2, but like the specific naming convention of Dark Arisen was like part of the actual story for Dragon's Dogma, because like you are the Arisen and then Dark Arisen, it's kind of like it is the story of that DLC of that darker counterpart kind of situation, but like I don't know if that'll be the same here, so they might just be kind of using the naming convention, which is I get on a marketing standpoint, but on the same sense, like if they're kind of just using it without any like substance behind it, it's like okay, that is a weird choice because you could have just done like Dragon's Dogma 2 complete or something, or Dragon's Dogma 2 Game of the Year edition or whatever. Because I'm sure like there's like a million gaming websites out there. I'm sure one of them gave Dragon's Dogma 2 some Game of the Year shout out or something. So I don't know. It's definitely a weird name convention. I agree.
Right. Actually, Matt, we know that Dragon's Dogma 2, when that originally came out, not the best performing on a lot of PCs from what I remember. Even though Capcom's kind of on a roll with, Resident Evil and Pragmata on the Switch, how do you think this is going to run, man?
I mean, I was actually looking into Dragon's Dogma 2 a couple, maybe like a month or so ago. I remember we mentioned it with Julian on the show one of the times he was here, and apparently it still has performance issues. So I'm still kind of shrugging my shoulders at it.
Okay, so
but yeah,
this will. Yeah, I'm really curious to just kind of see how this goes. But looking at some of the other things announced, Rakush, we got to see One Piece Grand Gourmet.
Yeah,
this is coming from Kairosoft, who has done a lot of heavy hitters that have seen a lot of playtime on my mobile devices, including Game Dev Story, Dungeon Village was a good one. Matt, what are some of the Kairosoft heavy hitters?
Oh man, those are the two that I played a lot too. So I can't think of any other ones.
Okay, fair.
But like, even it having that style, this is a One Piece property that now I'm kind of interested in.
So, Rakush, what did you think of the Grand Gourmet reveal?
Yeah, I mean, it looks really awesome. I really like how the One Piece characters look in an 8-bit art style always. I think One Piece, for me, at its best was when the character designs were a little bit, like, zany but simplistic, right? And so kind of boiling it down to 8-bit really captures that essence really well. So I'm really excited to see it. I think it's cool that it's not just like a standard anime franchise game that's like a beat 'em up or like, something along those lines. Like they're actually kind of doing something a little bit unique with making this a cooking game, speaking to Sanji's sensibilities and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. Mark, did you see this one, by the way? Like I don't know if you caught this announcement.
Yeah, I did. I'm super excited for it too. When I saw like the reveal of Sanji, I was like, "Wait, what is this?" I thought it was gonna be like some sort of platformer, but then when I saw it was like a cooking thing, I thought that was pretty cool. Like all the characters look great, like you said, they look great in that style. I've never really played any like of these types of games, but because it is One Piece related, I am actually looking forward to it. Like I can't wait for it.
Yeah,
it looks so cute.
It's got a little bit of Overcooked to it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Is that how it plays? I thought this would be more so of like a management game, which those Kairosoft games usually are. So
it might be. I'm not familiar with like that studio's games, so that's why I can't really speak to that. Only thing it really reminded me of, I guess, was Overcooked because of the thematic similarities. But yeah.
But yeah, if it's anything like those Kairosoft games, which I'm pretty sure it will be, that's going to get some heavy play time, regardless if you're a fan of One Piece or just a fan of those games in general. But Rakush, what did you think of, speaking about unlikely collabs that kind of make sense, did you have any thoughts on the Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivaton from Poncool, creators of Vampire Survivors?
I was very surprised by that one. That is not where I expected Jujutsu Kaisen to pop up, to be quite honest with you.
That is not what I expected to pop up after the Vampire Survivors logo.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. One thing I will say is the price point is going to be really important for this game. If they're going to try to charge $30 for it just because it's got that franchise tagged with it, it's not going to work. So let's see. I haven't really looked it up beyond like the announcement trailer, but yeah, I mean it could be cool, but just seems like Vampire Survivors with the reskin right now.
What's the most you think they should charge for this type of game, because it's just like it's a battle royale kind of game, right? Where like
I don't.
Yeah.
Something like
There's
that.
like I think
Wait, is
the
it a battle
last
royale
two.
game? I thought it was a survivors game.
Well, it's like
It's based on Culling War or Culling games. So you do vampire survivors for a bit, and then you fight somebody. At the end.
$10.
Yeah, I think this would be $12 Canadian. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like double the price of what it normally is because of that like IP licensing fee. I think that
oh man,
that makes sense.
Is Vampire
maybe
Survivors
that's
just $5?
Isn't it? I don't know. It's
it was like
something-
it was even cheaper than that, to be honest. I'm gonna look this up because
yeah. Originally, I think it was like $3.99 or something like that. At
It's
least
currently $5.99. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh normal $6 Canadian on sale right now for $4.50 Canadian.
Mega Bonk is like $12.99, which is like a 3D Survivors like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I think Megabonk is probably the most you can kind of get away in this genre right now, just because of the price proposition that Vampire Survivors has kind of instilled in the genre, for better or for worse. Where I think, when thinking for the price of this, $12.99 Canadian, even though I was hoping for something like $7.99, but yeah, that license fee is probably going to be up there as well. But Mark, as a fan of the Final Fantasy, what was it? Exvius?
Brave Exvius
mobile game?
Yeah.
Yes. What did you think of Final Fantasy Resonance?
I am so hyped for that game. Like, I think it looks really good as an
It looks so
HD.
good.
Yeah, it looks so good. Like the HD
Yeah.
2D style. I am really excited for it. Like I invested so much time into the mobile games. So them taking the story of Brave Exvius and turning it into a console or like a fully fledged game is really exciting for me. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's
Yeah,
joking about how like Ariana Grande and Katy Perry were in the mobile game. So they're like, are they in this one?
That'd be amazing. I remember I rolled so many times just for Ariana Grande back in the day. Man, that was like 12 years ago.
Wait.
I think.
Was it like Ariana Grande as Ariana Grande, or she was playing a character?
No, it was Ariana
what the
Grande.
Did she have like a pixel art?
Yeah,
I guess she must have, right? And a 3D. Did she have a 3D like is like video thing? Yeah. Okay.
It was mainly the pixel art from what I remember. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for it. Actually, funny, I'm going to the Ariana Grande concert in Montreal in July, and I was thinking of making a Final Fantasy trading card using her.
That would be a good goof.
From that
That's
game.
good.
It's just her and like her in the game. It was like her dangerous woman outfit, and she had like the bunny mask. So I'm thinking of doing that. But yeah, I'm super excited for this game. Like I don't know if I want to get it physically or digitally, but I can't wait to just play
I'm
it.
liking Square kind of doing this with their mobile games. Like when they kind of shut down, they kind of repurpose them. Like they did it with Octopath Traveler 0. And this is just me saying, like, putting it out in the world. Hopefully they'll do it with Near Reincarnation, but
Oh man, that'd be great.
I feel like that's been coming up now that, as you said, Julian, this is the second time you've done it. And just everyone's speaking fondly about the storyline in that Near mobile game, and not really getting a chance to see a broader audience, where you would hope that would be something that Yoko Taro has considered and hopefully is trying to explore, but who knows these days. But yep, that is Final Fantasy Resonance coming out this October 22nd, 2026. Matt, as we kind of talked about before, Splatoon Raiders coming out July 23rd. Are you picking that up, Matt?
Yeah, I'm like leaning pretty heavily towards picking that up.
Okay. We also got that. I totally forgot that Metaphor ReFantasio isn't actually on the Switch 2, but that is coming out November 12th. And boys, we got a trailer, quote unquote, for the Duskbloods, which announced a closed network test running during summer 2026. Julian, is this game coming out this year?
I'm gonna say yes to antagonize you.
Okay. Thank you.
Wait, it's one of the things you locked in, right? Or no?
Yes. It's locked
Wait.
in because I believe Mark counterpicked it.
I counterpicked it.
Oh,
Oh.
it might be next year then. Or I'm gonna say next year to antagonize you.
Oh.
There was hope when I saw that because it didn't say there was a release date. Like when I said network test, I'm like, okay, fine, network test. I'm good with that. But no release date, so I'm still hopeful.
It was also like it was weird wording. I remember because it was like closed network test or something.
Mhm.
So it's not like it seemed like only certain people would be able to get in. So it's not even an open network test. So it's like,
Right.
oh hey, we're announcing this thing that you can't get into or something.
Actually, speaking about our Fantasy Critic picks, we also got a look at Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave coming this year as well. Matt, how are you feeling about Fire Emblem?
I mean, it looks good. It's really making me want to get 3 houses because I feel like I should play 3 houses before this one. Because I believe
it's like a sequel. I think.
Yeah, I believe it's like a 300 years later sequel or something.
Right, Mark, as someone who added this to your roster, how are you feeling towards it?
I mean, I'm feeling good about it. I actually didn't play the Three Houses game either, but I do want to pick it up. But I think this one looks good. I've always been a Fire Emblem fan, so I have hope for it as well. But man, I saw the pre-order for the limited edition on the Nintendo site, and it's like $150.
Well,
for like
what's in it?
A book and art cards and something else.
Oh.
So
You get a statue?
no, not even
That's
a
a lot.
statue.
Not even a statue?
No,
Okay.
it looks like one of those. You know how the Nintendo normally does those art books and then like a mini poster and cards. It's that which is normally like 99, I think, Canadian. But it was a lot on the Nintendo website because I was curious about it, but I was like, I'm not pre-ordering this.
Actually, something else that stood out was we got a look at Muramasa Revenant Blades, which will come out in 2027. This, of course, is a Vanillaware game, which also seems to be coming to the PC for the first time as well. Julian, were you the one that had an affinity for the Vanillaware games?
Yeah, I played like Muramasa. I played Odin Sphere. I bought. What was the last game they did?
Unicorn Overlord?
I haven't played it though. Unicorn Overlord. Yeah, Unicorn Overlord. I played that. I bought it. I started it, but I wasn't. I haven't finished it yet. I skipped out on 17 Sentinels. I think. I'm not sure what the number is.
13 Sentinels.
13 Sentinels. A number of Sentinels. Because I think like they don't come out on the PC. And I think like at the time when that came out, I was mostly playing on the PC.
Right.
So I ended up skipping that. But yeah, is this one coming out on the PC? Is this one coming out
for
on
the
PC?
first time? Muramasa Revenant Blades will come to the Switch 2, PC, and PlayStation 5.
Oh, that's interesting. Because I know the director did a whole like there's a whole big controversy because they did an interview about like why he doesn't like release on PC and it was like a whole thing where he kind of doubled down on not wanting to release on the PC. So I wonder if that kind of softened because it would be nice to get all of them on the PC. I'd probably rebuy a lot of them.
I guess we'll see how Revenant Blades does next year. So also announced for Switch 2 editions for the 3 Xenoblade Chronicle games, all coming out throughout the rest of the year. And that was topped off with a look at Xenoblade Genesis. That will also come out in 2027 for the Switch 2 only. Matt, are you a Xenoblade guy?
No, but I keep looking at them and I feel like I should. But
right.
I don't know. When it comes to games with like long legacies like this, it's really weird to want to jump in.
Okay. I know I have 3 because of the vouchers back for Tears of the Kingdom, which maybe I'll finally get around when the upgrade comes out in December. But we'll see until then. Also announced during this direct, Rakush, how do you feel about Pokopia DLC, considering that was one of your early picks this year?
Yeah, curious what they're doing, but I guess it's the underwater DLC, right? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. I mean, could be interesting.
Boys, I don't. Rakush, how do you feel about underwater levels in general when it comes to games?
I think if the movement is okay, it's fine. I guess I've historically, especially playing N64 games, obviously Zelda, people hate them. I have been mostly okay with them if the movement is fine.
Mark, Matt, Julian, as Pokopia fans, did the expansion pass announcement and our first look at the first paid DLC at the very least do anything for you guys?
I'm curious what the others are, because they released the the graphic of when the others are gonna come out, and the first one was blue for the underwater, the next one was pink, and then the one after that was green. So I'm wondering if it's it'll be water, and then pink, I guess fairy typing. So it might focus on fairy typing, but I'm not sure what world that would kind of be, and then a grass typing focus in the last one. So I'm kind of curious how they're gonna do that, but I mean Pokopia is fun. More of it I think is nice. I might wait until all of them are released to actually jump in. I'm not I don't know. I'm not a big fan of waiting and divvying kind of jumping out on release. I'd rather kind of consume it all once it's all out. So that's kind of my perspective. Yeah.
Hopefully they're going to be fun. But yeah, after going hard on the initial Pokopia release, need to take a break for the time being. And then this brings us to the Kingdom Hearts block. First we had the Kingdom Hearts collection. Not to bring it back to this topic, but did you guys see the controversy around the cloud version, the Nintendo Switch cloud versions of the Kingdom Hearts games?
Are you talking about the artwork?
No. So with the Kingdom Hearts releases for the original Switch, since those weren't, native, you would buy access to the cloud versions of the games. And the cloud versions were delisted recently. And I believe you only had up until June 9th to play them. So if you purchase the cloud versions of these games, you can't access them anymore. And with the announcement of the Kingdom Hearts collections, these are native to the Switch too. The upgrade path is, I believe Square will give you a 50% discount towards this game. But if you don't opt in to doing that, you just don't have access to your cloud version of Kingdom Hearts anymore. And as someone who's not a Kingdom Hearts fan, that still sounded really shitty to me, where that adds kind of an ick to something that should be celebrated. But when the news about the cloud version kind of came out, that was just a reminder about the current hellscape we live in. So
Oof.
Mark has a Kingdom. Are you a Kingdom Hearts guy, Mark?
Yes, I 100% am. I'm not ashamed to admit that when Sora was announced during Smash, I cried.
Oh man!
Oh yeah, man.
Oh
Yeah.
damn!
But
God,
so
we should do React content, guys. Why are we doing React content?
Matt, we tried with that Star Fox one.
Oh
But-
man!
He was guys, it was a sight for Sora eyes.
Boo.
Oh man! Yeah, that's about the Rakush expert.
Yep. But yeah, the bummer aspect of the Kingdom Hearts collection aside, Mark, what did you think of Kingdom Hearts 4 and the actually pretty obvious part of not seeing any Disney characters in that reveal?
They showed
Goofy
Donald and Goofy
yeah,
for a second.
Yeah, it was 1 second.
Did they?
I don't know, when that was the other part of the direct where my jaw dropped, because I didn't think Nintendo would get an exclusive trailer for the direct. So it was very wild to see. I may have teared up, but I'm still excited for it. I just love the series, and it's it's quote unquote story, how Sora is everyone and everyone is Sora, and it just doesn't make any sense. And
Wait, that's where the story went?
No,
Yeah, everyone's
yeah. I
Sora.
mean, it's yeah, kind
Or like
of.
Xenoheart.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Okay.
um
I thought I thought Sora was literally just everybody somehow, and that wouldn't have surprised me based on like what I know about Kingdom Hearts lore.
but
They
yeah,
wrapped up a lot of the story in 3, though, right?
yeah,
I think.
I think
Well, where do you think this is
pretty much
going?
did. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't know where this is going. The new look is kind of jarring to me, but at the same time, I'm wondering if this new look is because he's in a different, like, it's
Well,
just
he's
the
like
world.
in the real world.
Yeah.
Is this IRL? Is that why he has normal size shoes now?
Apparently,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, he
So-
always kind of changed his appearance depending on the world he's in.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
assume
yeah.
he's kind of just like
Exactly.
taking in. Yeah.
Oh, that's the sign that you're in the real world. Like
You got normal
the Little
shoes.
Mermaid world, you get a tail.
Although, I mean, like he didn't look realistic when they went to the Pirates of the Caribbean world, but whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious about it, but I don't know. I don't see this releasing.
What worlds are you wanting for this one?
Oh man.
We're gonna Tokyo, we're gonna get Osaka, we're gonna get Kyoto.
Yeah.
He doesn't leave the real world.
I mean, San Francisco. Wait, did we get? Yeah, no, we did get San Francisco in the third one.
In 3,
We're
yeah.
actually just gonna go everywhere that Forza went.
They're probably going to add Moana in it because that's a huge. Like it again. I'm just basing this off of what the big
Moana.
properties are, so I'm pretty sure they're going to do Moana.
They'll just go to Hawaii. Actual.
Yeah,
Like a world tour one.
They'll probably add some of the new Pixar ones. It'd be cool if we see some Marvel and Star Wars, but I don't know what the deal with that is.
Oh,
I think that'd be pretty great, to be honest.
That'd be good, yeah.
what if Sora joins the Avengers?
And Goofy and Donald.
Oh, they
too.
just do like Endgame. Yeah, but it's just they're just there.
But yeah, it's like
It's that final
man,
scene.
that actually
everyone. Yeah,
He just comes out in one of the portals.
just Cloud, Squall, like all the Final Fantasy characters. That'd be cool.
I'd be into that.
Yeah,
Weirdly
I'd
enough.
be so into that.
Really, it was Sora that defeated Thanos.
With the power of
Yeah, because it's he's just heartless, and
Yeah,
Thanos.
exactly.
You just gotta convince him, and he'll be good.
the Heartless was controlling Thanos this whole time. That's why
Yeah.
he wanted to eradicate half the population.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. Regardless,
Mhm. Mark, what's the amiibo gonna look like for this game?
oh man, don't do this to me. I'm gonna want everything.
Fair.
But I hope it's. I mean, they'll probably do the realistic looking Sora, like if that's going to be his main look going forward. I doubt they do any Disney ones. That would be cool, but I don't see it happening.
Right. Okay.
Realistic
Kingdom
Donald Duck.
Hearts. I mean, I want to see what that looks like, but Kingdom Hearts 4, no date, but it will also be on the PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series XS.
It'll probably be 2028. That's what I'm thinking.
2028 seems early to me.
At the earliest, yeah. At the earliest.
Oh man, that's a generous date there. But,
If you want to put that on Fantasy Critic, I'll counterpick you right
Yeah,
away.
sure. Yeah, when 2028
It'll
comes,
come out when Witchbrook comes out.
I still believe.
Oh,
I still
no.
believe in Witchbrook.
Oh man.
And this brings us to the final announcement during the Nintendo Direct: The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Still released 2026, but we'll see about that. Hey Matt, what did you think of this trailer?
It was weird. Link looks too much like a real person to me that it feels weird to me.
He's got real shoes.
Oh, man.
Actually, he doesn't. I think he's barefoot in the trailer.
Actually, yeah, I guess it would be weird if you wear shoes in bed.
Well, he is white.
There is nothing to this trailer. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. Julian, also a Zelda fan, did this do anything for you?
I mean, the 3 notes at the beginning of like the Kokiri Forest, like
Yeah.
definitely activated like a sleeper agent inside of me. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I was pretty hard on the Star Fox remake of like they keep remaking this game, and now I guess like maybe I should have the same energy because like they did kind of all keep remaking this game, but at the same time, I don't know. Like I have a bias for Zelda.
You know, hypocritism is that
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy is okay. When it's for things you like.
Yeah, for sure. Call it out. There's definitely hypocrisy
To be fair,
here.
I don't think it's hypocrisy, because the thing that's happening with Star Fox is that they are not creating new Star Fox games. They only keep remaking that Star Fox
64.
game. Whereas with Zelda, they keep releasing new stories while doing the remakes.
Because I am curious,
That's
like
fair.
it is like there's voice acting, which I was at first I was like,
There's
oh
voice
dang,
acting?
like I mean I think so. Like the trailer was just like someone just like chatting
Oh,
away.
right.
So I was like, are they gonna add voice acting in it, which would be interesting? Because like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild kind of had voice acting, but like only for like the intro and outro cinematics. So I'm like, okay, like are you gonna commit, or is this gonna be like similar where it's just the intro and the outro?
Mhm.
But the style is different for sure. Like he's in not the same tunic that he is in 64, so I'm kind of changing. I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna change a lot of the art style and how it looks. But I assume they didn't show much because they're probably gonna do like a special direct, like what they did with Star Fox. I
Yeah,
assume that's what
probably.
their plan is.
Right. Yeah.
I'm very surprised that this is set for 2026.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm wondering how tight that 2026 date is.
Because
Where
the leak was what, December?
yeah,
Yeah,
Like fourth
something like
quarter.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be pushed for sure, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Push for sure, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not non-committal.
a basic way of hedging your bets.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this, just the previous leaks really took the wind out of the sails for I think this overall event.
But
Especially
Jaren,
since
that's for Wind Waker. That's the wrong pun to make.
you got me, Rakush. You got me.
Got him.
But
Oh.
I think when you have, you know that this might be around the corner, you're kind of expecting a bit more, and that's probably on me for getting my hopes up. But just to see, I know I say how easy I am on this podcast when it comes to Nintendo, like nostalgia baiting, and you would think just hearing those 3 notes, you would just think seeing the logo at the end would be enough. But it's like, come on, guys, you can do more than this. Like, if there's one thing about ending, like this would have been a really big announcement if not most of your audience, but if a portion of your audience didn't already know this is coming. And if this was something new to you, I feel like that would have been cool. But I don't know. I was just hoping for a bit more, because if I had to be kind of completely honest, just pound for pound, I think this wasn't the strongest direct I've seen. Nothing, not necessarily a lot for me, but it also didn't really encourage me to be excited for the future of the Switch 2, if I had to be 100% honest. But Matt, when you kind of look at it as a whole, what did you think of this Nintendo Direct?
I mean, it was a very middling Nintendo Direct for me. Like this wasn't one of the great ones. I think it was right there, firmly in the middle. I was surprised that they didn't put anything about Pokemon in here, to be honest. I thought we would get at least like a little bit of a thing, but other than that, like
they kind of teased like Wind and Waves at the end of the Pokopia DLC.
Oh, did they? Okay,
I thought that was a Pokopia thing. Like I thought.
Yeah, I thought that was a Pokopia.
I just thought
thing.
Manaphy would show up in Pokopia.
Yeah, but I thought that was like tied to the upcoming releases.
Do you think that there's any chance they drop a Wind and Waves Pokemon into the Pokopia DLC?
Ooh.
Because I'm assuming these are all going to come out before Wind and Waves.
Like a new Pokemon?
Right? Yeah.
Ooh, maybe. Because they did do that for
that'd be a good
Metal in Pokemon Go. That'd be good promotion.
Maybe in the last
one.
Yeah.
You just reminded me how I need to time travel in Pokopia so I can do the Sable Eyes event. But yeah, I don't know. How about you, Julian? What did you think of this direct overall?
I think it was nice. I know like there's some big swings for people that loved very specific niche things. I know the Xenoblade fan base was like popping off because they got like their Switch 2 versions and a new one. I really like Fire Emblem. I'm really looking forward to that, so I like seeing more of that. And like I said, I have a bias for Zelda, so that even though it's the remake of Ocarina of Time, I don't know. I thought it was pretty good for like very specific niche things, but I definitely see the argument for. Oh, and it was nice to see the first kind of getting like a first look at Kingdom Hearts
Right.
for in terms
Okay.
of like
Actually, oh yeah, I guess there was
in
a lot of
terms
big
of,
stuff
like,
in this.
yeah, like the
Mhm.
and like I guess like if you liked FromSoft stuff, they did mention Duskblood. It's like that is still a live thing.
Oh, Rhythm haven't got a release date. Right?
Yeah, that too.
That game looks great.
I think like for very specific like niche things, this direct had a lot. I think it's just like if you went into it wanting like first party system sellers, like a new Mario or like a new Zelda or like something like that, like I can see why you would be disappointed. But I feel like if you kind of like some of the kind of the periphery stuff that Nintendo does, I feel like there was a lot there personally.
Okay. Mark, how did you feel about the direct overall?
I mean, overall, I thought it was good. Definitely not one of their best ones. I was kind of underwhelmed, like when it first started, like maybe the first half, but then it really started to pick up. But I did see how the Japanese direct had different games featured. Like I would have loved to have seen the Tales announcement in the English one, unless I did miss. I'm pretty sure I saw that there was like a Tales game that was.
Is it the new one or Eternia?
I think it was Eternia. Is that like a remake or a remaster? Or...
That's a remake.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Or remaster, sorry.
But yeah, I know there were a few things. Like I think there was that Nobunaga game, but I that never comes to the West anyways. So, but yeah, like I thought overall it was good. They've definitely had better directs, but also I guess I was kind of comparing it to the showcases that came before it. Like there was a lot of hype with Sony and kind of with Xbox. So I guess I kind of set myself up there when watching the Nintendo Direct, but overall I think it was fine.
And Rakush, did the Nintendo Direct do anything for you in terms of considering buying a Switch 2, or are you okay for now?
No. Sir, no. How much money do you think I got? How much money do you think you guys are not paying me enough to be on this show to go buy a Switch 2.
Fair enough.
You guys are getting paid?
Exactly. No, man. Look, I'm happy with some of the stuff that's coming out on Switch 1. It's cool to see that the Switch 2 is getting some decent games. But it's nothing like if I didn't already have a PS5, like I wouldn't be buying a PS5 at this point either. Like there's nothing about any of the consoles that would make me want to buy it right now.
Sorry, Rakush, did you end up doing that PS5 Hall Effect mod on your controllers or no?
Yeah, I did. It runs about the same. I think the main thing is like it's supposed to be a fairly invisible style of an upgrade, right? Like
I see.
It's not going to improve how things control. It's just going to make your controller more durable. So it's running fine. I've been using it for a couple of games here and there, but honestly, like I wouldn't be spending hundreds and potentially $1,000 for any of these consoles to go and like play a few video games at this point. After spending an hour and 40 minutes talking about video games, but yeah.
Hey man, talking about video games is free. It's
there you have
potentially
it.
playing them is kind of out there. And boys, that was the Nintendo Direct. There's a Microsoft one, an Xbox one, but hard to be an ethical Microsoft fan right now. And that's coming from someone who glazed Forza Horizon 6 2 weeks ago. So take that for what you will. Actually, I should have mentioned this when Rakush was talking about the Knicks. I played like a bit of NBA The Run.
How's that?
A coworker of mine purchased it, and I got to play it like during lunch for a minute. I didn't realize this game was coming out, and I honestly thought that this was because originally, before it was branded as the NBA, I think this was supposed to be a free-to-play game, and then all of a sudden it got like the NBA branding. And this has a pedigree of having some of the developers from the NBA Street games, and you guys have known me for 2 decades now. You know how much I love the NBA Street game. So when my coworker was like, "Hey, log into your Steam so you can get like a fresh playthrough since it's installed on my PC," and I thought, okay, sure. Boys, I started up NBA The Run on my profile and immediately get to the main menu. There's no tutorial. There's no single player aspect. It's all online games, and this is reminiscent of more NBA Jam to me, just because a lot of your defensive options is really surrounding you just pushing your opponents away, a la NBA Jam. And as someone who, even though I like NBA Jam, not the biggest fan of the push aspects, and maybe it is those rose-colored glasses where I was expecting like a lot more ground tricks, a lot more dunk variety, but it just played like a really flat, bare-boned game where I'm really curious if I were to go back to NBA Street Volume 2, NBA Street V3, or Home Court, how much of that depth is actually there and how much of that I'm kind of imagining. And to kind of put a cherry on top, my friend was like, "Hey, try quitting the game." And I did, and the computer froze, and we had to force shut it down. And he was like, "Yep, that happened to me too."
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
And this is it's in a really rough state. And Rakush, how much do you think this game is?
Oh my god. I hope it's not more than $20, but how much is it, Jaren?
Ooh.
Like $34.99.
Oh, that's less than I
Yeah,
thought.
that's what I
Okay,
thought
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I thought your twist was like it was 60 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that NBA,
I feel-
the NBA name would just like skyrocket that price.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's like a gut feeling that it might have been like $50, even like even though I was hoping it's 20, but like middle ground 35, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, 35 for this is too much. Like, I know you have to like this with all these characters, but for an online-only game with no single player, no tutorial, and I had to physically shut down the computer to turn this game off, it needs work. It needs work.
Wait,
But
can you like
What's
not
up?
play with another person, like couch co-op?
you can, but it's all online games. Like, there's no like you versus the CPU. There's no single player. It's just, hey, go in online, try to rank up, and hopefully you have a good time. Boys, I didn't
That
have
sucks.
a good time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That made me
sucks.
feel
$35?
real bad.
That's a shame.
And I was like, "Hey, you gonna refund this?" He's like, "Nope, more than 2 hours of play." And there were server issues for like an hour of it. I was like, "Cool,
Yeah.
good to know."
Damn.
But maybe on the bright side, Rakush,
Mm-hmm.
I think, do you have a game we might enjoy?
I sure do, guys. After a long hiatus of 2 weeks, I'm back with Don't Match Me. Don't Match Me is our weekly game where we play, where one person asks 5 questions from a specific theme, or sometimes there's no theme. The others try to answer it, but the twist here is you try not to match any of the answers. On hard mode, on easy mode, you just don't want to match with the person asking the questions. Now, Jaren, I'm glad you ended the episode with basketball talk because, hey, the next one, the NBA Finals. And for me, I'm personally going to remember this Finals as the Wu-Tang Finals because in Game 4, the Knicks were down by 29 points. And then they still came back and won that game after Wu-Tang performed at halftime. And Method Man goes, Knicks in 5. What you talking about? So, guys, this week's theme... It's Don't Match Me, New York / Wu-Tang Edition.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
I think let's start because we said Wu-Tang Edition. I'm going to ask you guys to name a member of the core group of the Wu-Tang Clan. By core group, I also mean sort of like, the founding members, so to speak. But yeah. In 3, 2, 1. Guys, I have to go with Old Dirty Bastard. One of the best rap names ever exist. R.I.P. Old Dirty.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Jaren, who you got?
Thank you for going to me because I was sweating there. I went with Method Man.
Method, the man. Yeah, that's a good one. Matt, who you got?
I went with the one that I always thought had a cool name when I was a kid, Ghostface Killer.
Is there? Honestly, probably my favorite individual rapper from like the entire group. Raekwon is like a close second. Mark, who you got?
RZA. Although was
RZA. Man with the Iron Fist?
Mm-hmm.
No, what is it Iron Fist? Yeah, Man with the Iron Fist.
Yeah.
That was his movie.
Yeah, that was the movie.
With a surprising sequel to it as well.
I got a sequel?
Wait, there was a sequel?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. I don't think I've watched the sequel, but yeah.
Did you watch the original?
Dave Bautista was in the first one. Yeah. Julian, who you got?
I went Method Man as well because I like Def Jam Fight for New York.
Fair enough.
Nice.
But wow, we already got a casualty here on the first question. On hard mode, at least. On hard mode. We still haven't matched, so we're fine. Guys, Wu-Tang put out quite a few albums. Let's just name one album from the Wu-Tang Clan. In 3, 2, 1. Guys, I'm going to go with the 2004 release, Disciples of the 36 Chambers from the Wu-Tang Clan. Jaren, who you got?
I'm going with the second ever CD I ever bought, which was The W by the
Nice.
Wu-Tang Clan,
Nice.
released
Nice.
in 2000. Rakush, do you know what the first album I ever bought was?
Oh man, I'm curious now. I wouldn't know, but what was the first album you ever bought?
It was Enter the 36 Chambers by the Wu-Tang Clan.
Amazing. Matt, which one do you got?
I went with the 8 diagrams because it reminds me of
Yes.
8 trigrams.
Also, 8 Diagram Pole Fighter, fantastic movie. Would recommend going and checking it out. Mark, who you got? What you got?
Wu-Tang Forever.
All right, 1997 release Wu-Tang Forever. And Julian, which one do you got?
I chose A Better Tomorrow because that's the same name of a Hong Kong action film that I really
John Woo
like.
movie. Yes.
Yeah.
I actually, funny enough, I currently have a window open looking at a bunch of 4K remasters of John Woo movies. And I'm like debating if I want to buy those, but I'm also trying to save some money right now. So maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Man. Julian, I think you and I might need to do an episode on just old Hong Kong action movies.
Oh man, they're so
With
good.
80% of it being hard-boiled.
Yeah, this was like a Saturday
Yeah.
Morning Arcade, a Mistakes on episode.
There was a small stretch where I was trying to do another podcast with a buddy of mine called Expositions, and it was definitely Hardboiled. I think was like in the first episode because we're like, we have to do that as like one of the first 2 movies. There's no chance we're getting far enough without doing that. But anyways, I digress. We're moving on to question number 3, guys, and this is something about Jaren's first CD. He talked about the 36 Chambers, Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers of Shaolin. 36 Chambers of Shaolin is also actually a movie that was released as well, which the album is named off of. Guys, I am going to ask you to list one of the revealed 36 Chambers of Shaolin. I recommend checking out the Wikipedia page for this one, but it does have a list of all the revealed chambers. Pick one. In 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go with the 6th chamber because I personally love the head strength chamber, where the monks had to headbutt their way through a corridor of sandbags and then place incense sticks on an altar while suffering from the concussion effect of the headbutts. It's fantastic.
Amazing.
Jared, what you got?
Honestly, I risked it for the biscuit. I went with the 7th chamber. Guys, do you know what I'm doing with my hands right now?
Oh, man.
Nice.
Thanks, Rakush. Thanks for the layup.
What?
You pick the
This fucking
6th.
guy.
Julian got
This
it.
fucking guy.
I don't get it.
You pick the
You
sixth
did
chamber.
the sixth
and
chamber. I did the seventh chamber, and I'm doing something with my hands right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Hilarious.
Empty hand forms. That's good too. That's actually really good. Fuck. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
guys. I ruined that.
I guess it is an empty hand form.
I ruined that joke. Shit.
Oh fuck, that's really good.
Matt, what you got?
I remember the one that I think I would want to train in the most. I went with the fifth chamber because guys, my eyes are fucked.
Yep.
Oh.
Monks must follow a light without turning their heads or risk getting burned by large sticks of incense. Man, those Shaolin monks, like the chambers, must smell fantastic with all this incense in there.
Well, I guess it's covering up the smell of sweaty monks.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Mark, what you got?
I went with a third chamber that trains arm strength. Don't know why. I don't know. I've personally wanted to build my arms for the past 2 years.
You're traveling a lot. You need the gains, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Monks must carry water in buckets with blades attached to their arms to keep the arms held straight out. The chamber also serves as the monastery's laundry to incorporate daily chores into the training. Rest assured, my laundry routine is a lot less dangerous than this. Julian, you're the last one up. What you got?
I chose the leg chamber because you can't skip leg chamber.
Can't skip leg chamber. Can't skip leg chamber.
Nice.
All right, guys, that's 3 of the 5 questions out the way. Now let's talk a little bit New York here. The Knicks are the ones that won the title. I want you guys to name one New York Knicks player who has been to the All-Star game. Again, I am not going to expect you to look this up. I am giving you the list right here. One New York Knicks player who has been to the All-Star game. Any player in history, by the way.
Oh. Rakush, I'm glad that you gave this list because I thought the All-Star game was what was the name of the final game in whatever basketball is.
Okay. Glad I shared this then.
I was just gonna pick someone that was currently on the team.
Severely overestimated your ball knowledge. Sorry about that, Matt. All right, are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1. I have to go with the name that is the most improbable All-Star out of those lists,
No.
and that's David Lee from 2009-2010.
Oh.
Because
Yes,
no, Matt,
correct.
Matt, that's a ball knower improbable name. I'm not talking about like your improbable logic. We'll get to that in a second. Cut in that. Jared, who you got?
I went with the only one I knew for sure. It filled my heart seeing him last night during all the celebration. So I went with Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing was great. I was also surprised that Charles Oakley popped up in the crowd. That man was not at MSG. If you guys want to know why, look up Charles Oakley, MSG, James Dolan, and you'll understand why. Fuck James Dolan, but yeah. Anyways, Mark, who you got?
I went with Carmelo Anthony.
Oh wait, no, Matt. Sorry, we skipped Matt. I'm so sorry.
No.
That's okay.
You already said with Mark. Let's go with what Mark say.
We go with Mark? Okay, let's go with Mark. All right.
I said Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony. I feel like people in that city are probably way bigger fans of Carmelo than I feel like I am. I don't know. Great player, but probably a little bit overhyped in my opinion. Hot take. Gotta throw one hot take in there. Matt, who you got?
I mean, I went with what I thought was the impossible name, which is just the name that looks the hardest to pronounce.
Let me take a guess. Kristaps Porzingis.
Of course.
Yeah.
Look at all the accents and stuff. This guy has an under accent in his name.
It would be really funny if you were the hardest name to say, Allen Houston. Oh, man. Julian, last one. Who you got?
I chose Bob McAdoo because that's a fun name to say.
Bob McAdoo. Throwback. He is... Man. Side note, have any of you guys played that 82-0 game that's been going around lately?
I tried.
I guess Jaren and Mark,
I was pretty bad at that. I don't know. Like I keep getting like, or at least I tried it like maybe 3 times. I got like the earlier years or like the 60s or like whatever. I'm like, I don't know. So I just like
the
go random.
Cheat code.
There's a cheat code. Can you like?
The cheat code is Will Chamberlain. Anytime you get Wilt, pick Wilt.
Okay.
Any single time Will Chamberlain pops up, you go with that dude. You are that much closer to 82. Jared, have you tried that one yet?
No, but maybe. But no.
Give it a shot. I like it because I feel like it also challenges my ball knowledge in a way where it's like I look up some of these dudes and I'm like, oh shit, wouldn't have considered that sort of stuff. So it's pretty neat like that.
What do you do in this game?
Oh, you want to build a starting 5 of players that, based on like stat projection and calculations, would get you to an 82-0 record. So it's kind of a little bit in the same genre as like your daily match games or like Wordles or like you know things like that. So it kind of falls in that same group. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Like it was popular for like a couple of days. I got 82-0 and then I was pretty content. So I just kept it moving. So.
Nice.
Right.
We're down to our last question, guys. I think this is the hardest question considering we actually have a fully packed house today. And inside baseball, I was kind of wondering if I should change this question with as many folks on this episode, but no, I've stuck with it. Name one of the 5 New York boroughs.
Oh, okay.
And there's 5 of us, so it's about to get real rough here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there's only 5 boroughs in New York.
Oh yeah.
So, like, there's a lot of neighborhoods in New York, but the boroughs are only 5. Like that, yeah. In 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna go with Queens, specifically because of that scene where Spider-Man and Captain America are talking to each other. Yeah, I love all the edits that came out of that too. Was it like that 4-panel comic where like there's like the web art style comic where like they're talking to each other and each panel is increasingly more New York? And like by the end of it, Spider-Man's wearing Tim's and they're saying dead ass.
Oh man. I don't know what you're talking about, but I can picture that pretty well.
I'll see if I can find it. It's really good though. Jaren, who you got? What you got?
I went with Staten Island.
Hell yeah. I believe that's the Wu-Tang home borough, so yeah. Matt, who you got?
Well, I'm just waiting here to rumble in the Bronx.
Hey. Home of the Yankees. Hate the Yankees. Home of the Yankees.
Oh, do you?
Mark, who you got?
I also went with the Bronx only because when I woke up, Jennifer Lopez was playing, so that's why.
Jenny from the Bronx.
Oh, that's a good pick, actually.
Don't be fooled by the what that she bought?
The rocks.
The rocks that she bought. She's still Jenny from the Bronx.
Yes.
Thank you.
Spittin' fire.
Julian, last one up.
Oh, I did Brooklyn because that's where Captain America's from.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Which is the one we didn't pick?
Manhattan.
Yeah. Most overrated. I feel like that's where all the, bougie stuff happens, all the SNL stuff happens. The expensive part where all the business happens. I don't know. I really enjoyed Queens when I went there. Have I ever told you guys this story about how, like, when I went there back in 2012, I was hanging out with a friend at, like, this random Indian restaurant in Queens, and this girl was like, I know you from somewhere.
Oh, yes. I remember this story.
Yeah.
Like, for those who aren't
your friend
familiar,
was setting you up or something.
Yeah. For those who aren't familiar with this story, mind you, at this point, this is, like, 15 years ago, right? So I'm, like, early 20s. I am still in school and, like, working at the comic book shop and stuff. Not really much going for me, except for just, I'm growing up. So I'm in New York, and we're sitting here, and this girl is like, I know you from somewhere. And I'm like, that's not possible. No, you don't. And so then she's like, no, like, you're from, like, this blank city, right? And I'm like, okay, this is freaky. That's weird. And I keep looking at my friend who I'm there with, like, are you doing this? Like, are you setting me up or some shit? I don't know. This lady knew where I worked. It was kind of freaky. And I haven't seen that person since.
Did she elaborate?
I still don't know if I was being set up or not.
Oh.
But yeah,
weird.
Terrifying stuff, guys. Absolutely terrifying stuff.
That's creepy.
That, yeah.
Stalker.
She matched me. It was weird. I was scared, So, yeah.
Well,
I wish she didn't match me. I wish she were like this last segment that we just did. And that's all of Don't Match Me this week, you guys. New York
Thanks,
edition.
Rakush,
Thank you.
for that New York / Wu-Tang edition. And actually, I apologize to Matt because I know this is a Beefy Boy episode, but on the topic of the Wu-Tang Don't Match Me, and last question, and I'll pose this to Rakush, but if any of you guys have any thoughts as well. We started off this episode with Stranger Than Heaven. Rakush, gut check, vibe check. Realistically, say if Orpheus was played in Stranger Than Heaven, not by Snoop Dogg, but any member of the Wu-Tang Clan, and instead of Tupac, it was ODB to make an appearance.
Sure.
Do you think the reaction would be different?
I think so. That's a great point. I think the reaction, if it were ODB, would be wildly different because their legacies after death are very different.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a great point.
Yeah, I don't know when you brought up the Don't Match Me, and I was thinking, yeah, if it wasn't Snoop Dogg adjacent, but if it was like Wu-Tang adjacent, and I know like Wu-Tang is more so that legacy martial arts adjacent when it comes to their aesthetic, but even so, I think just based on how they're perceived in pop culture, and honestly, like just their current level of respect in 2026. Yeah, I think if this was ODB instead, I think this conversation goes a very different direction.
Who would you rather have?
You will.
Which Wu-Tang member do you think would make a better Orpheus based on what's been revealed so far?
Honestly, who's the best actor in the crew?
Method Man. He was actually in The Wire. He was really great.
Yeah, I'd say Method Man.
Yeah.
I think Method Man would be good. Yeah.
I feel like RZA might be a better video game character than Method Man.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I see that.
I think RZA would be the choice just because, especially even though the Orpheus character isn't necessarily production adjacent and from what they've shown story wise. No, you can make Method Man, but then have RZA actually be part of the music portion of the game, I would think. I think there's legs there, but unfortunately, we'll see how this game turns out. But boys, another Beefy Boy episode full of Nintendo, because we're Nintendo-year-olds, full of sports, full of theatrical plays. But as always, I want to thank my best friend in the whole wide world, Matt Alba, for joining me this week, having a Steam controller, and of course, editing this podcast. Thanks, Matt.
Hey, thanks, man. As always, I want to thank you for hosting this episode and, walking us through this Nintendo Direct-filled Mistake Zone app.
Of course. Matt, do you notice how I did the intro wrong this episode?
I was too focused on the fact that when I was counting in, I said 2 when I usually don't, and it scared me.
No worries, Matt. No worries. I want to thank another best friend in the whole world, Rakush, for joining me this week, and of course bringing the Don't Match Me challenge. Thanks, Rakush.
It's Marvel, baby. That was one of the deleted questions I had. I wanted to do something around that, but then I couldn't figure out what to do with it. So yeah.
Man, Rakush, I'll be honest, I was trying to make a joke about you attacking Spurs fans, but I thought that would be distasteful.
See, here's the surprising thing. I was actually rooting for the Spurs because there's a whole story behind Wembanyama that I'm really excited about. Like, this guy went and hung out with the Shaolin monks in the offseason. I'm not exaggerating. He actually went and hung out with the Shaolin monks in the offseason, and yet he couldn't clear the 36 chambers. It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that is a joke.
That is very serious.
It's okay, Julian. Guess what I'm doing with my hands right now?
So here's the thing.
All the way to Jaren.
He actually went and hung out with the bunks.
That's cool.
But then there's also a photo of him posing in front of an image of Chairman Mao. So yeah, there's a whole off season worth of things he did that were really fascinating. And I don't know, man. He's a cool player. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him play. But this was a really fun playoffs, I think. Like between like the Spurs and Thunder and like the Knicks finally winning. I think it was really fun.
Good times.
I know no one asked me.
Also want to thank one of my other best friends in the whole world, Mark, for joining us this week and eating up all our budget this week. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. Thanks for paying me, and thanks for hosting.
No problem. And of course, gotta thank another one of my best friends in the whole wide world, Julian, for joining us this week. And one day, Julian, one day we'll do that spoiler cast.
One day. We'll do it
thank you.
after Sound Hill Townfall.
Okay. A game you don't believe in. Oh, enough to bid more than $5.
More than $5.
Julian, what do you think of the rumor Hinako for Dead by Daylight?
Dang. I don't want to get into Dead by Daylight, but if that's the case.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Julian. Others there already. But, Matt, please take it away.
This is the mistake zone, and we're all out of Sora wearing normal or big shoes. Oh god, guys, I've been 6'7" since Jaren said it. I'm gonna stop now.